compliant California compliant AK-47. Now, in order to make an assault weapon California compliant, the most important thing is how the gun identifies. In California, the easiest way to meet this threshold is simply to identify as legal. Now, let's talk about a few other things that make this gun California compliant. Number one, this 30-round mag only identifies as 5 rounds. But you can't stop there, because if you are not virtue signaling the inclusivity, that it's considered a hate crime in California, because they can only assume that you just want to use your guns for hate crime. This, they know, is an inclusive gun, therefore it's only going to be used for inclusive purposes. Now, if you look closely, you can also see this does not identify as a gun, it identifies as a squirt gun. It also has that little bear insignia on the butt, and says just the tip, because why not? We normally start with this just to give people a heads up, but right by the trigger, because it does have a trigger on it, we have a trigger warning. So if you are going to get triggered by that trigger, which that's okay, you will get triggered by triggers. Triggers are triggering. They trigger me. Every time I'm playing with this, I'm always like, bang! That's so loud. It's so scary. That's why there's a trigger warning right there for you. It's going to be triggering. Now, when the safety is on a California compliant gun, what that means is not that the gun is not loaded. It means that you are in a safe space. All you have to do is, boom, you hear that click, you're in a safe space. Now, there's one other requirement in California. You do have to have a trigger lock on at all times, because shooting a gun in California is illegal. However, a way around that is when you load the gun ideally in California would remain unloaded at all times. Never load your guns. It's very dangerous loading guns. You don't want a loaded gun in California. That's how burglars get hurt. I know it seems like overkill. It seems like the most inclusive gun you've ever seen, but that is what it takes to meet the threshold of California legal. So let me know what you think in the comments. This was literally billions of dollars in R&D that we had to pour into this bad boy right here. If you live in California and you want to support local law enforcement, you want to give them their gun back so they don't have to walk around with a little silly wooden gun anymore, you can sponsor one of their inclusion jobs here. And all you have to do is just go to your Cerakote shop and you tell them you want inclusive pink, inclusive green, inclusive yellow, inclusive orange, and inclusive white. That's the most important one, because some whites are not very inclusive at all. You don't want the non-inclusive white. You have to get inclusive white. If you get non-inclusive white, it changes the whole feel of the gun. It's just, it's so gross. Yeah, I think that's basically it. You have everything you need to create a compliant assault weapon in the state of California now. You're welcome. California